For centuries, human beings have been trying to figure out how to find the ether of life, how to find the Holy Grail. How can I live forever? And, I think a huge part of the video today is going to just be centered around human emotion, time, nostalgia, and the power of that emotion. Clones, welcome to another video. I wanted to put a quick one out today before I get my new Fender POV video put up, because that's going to take a while to edit, and I want to give you guys a little something to cook on. So, what I would like to talk about is the fact that the most powerful human emotion is nostalgia. Some might say, well, what about ecstasy? What about sadness? What about anger? What about triumph? What about... Those are definitely all something to consider. But they all play into the fact that after a certain amount of time, they fade. Nostalgia never fades, because nostalgia itself has to do with the fact that you want more time back. You feel as though you are young again. You are gaining that time back that you've lost, that you so sought after in the beginning from the first place. That is what you get with Pokemon. That is why Pokemon is invincible. That is why most of these other card games will never capture that same market share, because Pokemon has the greatest marketing gift ever, the most powerful tool ever. It's associated with multiple generations of people's childhood. And I saw Brian put out a video, I don't know if it went out this morning or last night, just regarding how there was a picture in his local Facebook group of destined rivals sitting on shelves, and someone said, well, what about One Piece? And his point was, if you stay the course with Pokemon and, look past the fad and what I would call a flash in the pan, the ultimate winner will be the mainstay. And the mainstay being Pokemon, because there's so much nostalgia driven by the brand, by the IP. And Magic has some of this too. A lot of people grew up with Magic. People like Rudy, who are in their 40s. They've been playing Magic for a long time. They grew up with it. They saw the cards. It made them feel a certain way. And if you're watching this video and you know nothing about Pokemon, you've probably experienced this in some form or fashion yourself. Maybe you smelled something that made you feel the way you felt when you were young, when you were with your parents who maybe are gone, when you were with your sibling or a loved one who might not be with you anymore, but you get them back for those small moments when you have those feelings. You smell something, you see something, you hear something. Maybe it's a song, maybe it's an old movie, maybe, it could be anything. Maybe it's a Pokemon card. Maybe it's a character from the show. Maybe it's a certain noise from the show that you heard, or something you remember when you were trading a card to a friend on the playground when you were 7, 8 years old. It's all of those little moments from when you had all of the time in the world that you don't have anymore that make Pokemon invincible. And I guess the point of this video is somewhat of a ramble on why Pokemon is the way it is, why it works and operates and is so consistent through the years, and also a bit of a market talk because people see these flash in the pans that are hot for a little bit, but they never stick. And they don't stick because they aren't associated as much with nostalgia. They don't have the same form factor. They don't have the same sticking factor. They don't bring out the same emotion that Pokemon does for so many people. Along with just loving to play the game as an adult and getting back into collecting, you feel young again. And we're in such a hyperbolic, hyperactive, nonstop go time that when you get some of that time back, it's priceless. I mean, you would give the world for it. There's no amount of money that can make you feel that same feeling, that can make you release the dopamine and the endorphins and all of the things in the limbic system that just bring out those feelings again. And that is what this video is meant to showcase. Pokemon will never lose because it's doing that for the next generation still. It's still doing that for millions of kiddos. And there's other things that are doing that for them too. Minecraft and shows, Bluey, and all these different little things, but Pokemon is still so popular and still such a huge part of people's childhoods today. And it's been 30 years since the IP blew up. And so for the next, very likely 20 to 30 years, it's going to do the same thing. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to evolve. They're only going to continue to find new ways to bring people back into the hobby and recreate the brand and make it hot. And yeah, there may be dead periods for a year, for 2 years, but it's going to come back like it always does. And these other brands like One Piece and Pal World and MetaZoo and all these other things that pop up, they won't stick. They won't stick unless they can create that nostalgia, that feeling for the next generation. They'll be around for a while. People will enjoy them. People collect them. There will be a monetary form of value attached to them. Sure, that's fine. But it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same as Pokemon. It can't be. Human psychology has worked the same way for decades. If anybody's ever watched the show Mad Men on HBO, they talk about how do we design marketing campaigns? Well, we have to make people feel something. If they don't feel something when they see the advertisement, they're not going to be motivated to go buy it. And Pokemon has done that. They have absolutely found the secret sauce to make people feel young again, and that is the key. Giving people that time back, that feel, that nostalgia. That's why they are invincible. That's why they will continue to win. So that is it. A short rant, a short ramble, quick video to get out to you guys. I felt like I wanted to make some quick content, and this was at the top of my mind, and I'd been thinking about making this video for a while. I saw Brian's video. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to shoot it real quick in my car, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and like the video. Let me know in the comments if Pokemon makes you feel the same way that it makes so many other people feel, which is young again. And you get that dopamine when you see something in a pack opening, or when you're at a show and you find a card again for the first time in so many years. I know it does it for me. I'm sure it does for so many millions of other people too. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. It's fun getting these videos out into the ether and having people discover the channel for the first time. I'm looking forward to making even better content in 2026, and putting little things like this out there for you guys to enjoy makes me feel like I'm actually making a little bit of an impact. So let me know in the comments if you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, really appreciate you guys. Looking forward to getting to 1,000 subscribers. Making good traction. Vendor POV should be out next few days. Got to get that edited out. Got a lot of content that I'm looking forward to. Got a list of things I want to get recorded. Guys, welcome to 2026. Things are going to be fun. Ascended Heroes, couple weeks. Looking forward to seeing what that release looks like. It's going to be crazy. I'll see you on the next video. Love you guys. Peace.